First of all, LeBron and Lonzo last night, the minute it happened, I started laughing. I'm like, God, it's going to be a story tomorrow, isn't it? What'd you make of it?
I thought he was telling Lonzo, wait for me, I'm coming next year.
Well, that's what everybody...
Until the Reddit thing came out, I really thought that's what he said.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just like, look, yesterday turned out exactly like I predicted. I was on Undisputed.
Yeah.
I said LeBron's going to have a monster game. He did with the triple-double. I thought Lonzo would play well.
He did.
Because the big stage does not bother him. I mean, I think he, growing up, having to live up to his father's proclamations, has made him immune to pressure like that.
You know, this is interesting. He's actually played well against the Knicks.
Yes.
He played well against Ben Simmons. The games he stunk is like a Denver game.
Yep,
like
exactly.
To your point, he's actually in these big games been better than the average games.
Yeah, I think that's a great news for the Lakers.
He struggles against certain matchups. Like Patrick Beverley, not a good matchup. But in the bigger games against the bigger teams, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he has. And I also thought, I knew LeBron would show him love after the game. There's no question about it. And what you saw was not phony. That is LeBron. You hit it on the head with your uncle analogy.
Yeah.
That is right on the money. Chris Paul, when he came in the league, LeBron took him under his wing. Ben Simmons at his camp, because he has his camp with all the great young players are there. LeBron really takes them under his wing. I remember seeing Kevin Durant in the Cavaliers locker room in Washington, D.C. when Durant was in high school at LeBron's request. Was there to see LeBron, talk to LeBron, hang out with LeBron and Maverick Carter and those guys. So LeBron does this. That's not phony. He really does kind of see himself as a mentor to the younger guys in the league.
Yeah, and I said before, is LeBron doesn't necessarily want to change diapers, but he wants to be the guy that walks in the room and gives you sage advice, and that he feels good about that.
Yeah, and with Lonzo, look, he loves the way Lonzo plays because there's a part of that in LeBron. Obviously, he's more of a scorer. I said this, but the passing, the sharing the ball.
My favorite LeBron stat of all time in the history of his basketball career, he averaged 28 in high school as a junior and 29.5 as a senior. He told you he could have scored 50 a game.
Oh, yeah.
He told you in high school, winning and making people around me better matters. You can look at all his NBA stats. In high school, if you go find a guy in high school that averages, in any part of the country that averages 28 as a junior, he's going to try to average 40 as a senior.
Yep.
LeBron averaged the exact same thing.
It's very important to LeBron friendships, relationships with his teammates. He counts his teammates as brothers, and I think to a lesser degree, even guys around the league kind of as brothers. I think the way he grew up, single child, moving around a lot, I think that's a part of him. And that's a difference with him and a Jordan, a Kobe. They weren't really concerned with that. But that is a big part of who LeBron is.
We talked about this, and I think it's a real thing. Yesterday on the show, I got kind of personal. I said, listen, everybody that gets divorced, and I'm divorced, you know it before it goes south. You know it a year out. Like, you just do. You don't wake up one morning and you're like, God, I had a great dinner last night. This thing needs to end. You contemplate it. You figure out your way around it emotionally. You have bad nights of sleep. There's multiple epiphanies. And then you decide, okay, here's the day I got to do it. And you sweat and you don't sleep, but you know it for a long time. I mean, if you ran a company, you don't wake up one morning like Enron and say, oh, my God, it's not working. Those crooks knew for 2 years they were cooking the books. The bottom line here is Sam Presti in Oklahoma City, he's a smart guy. He knows this crap ain't working. You're 27, 28. I told Kristine, if you're 28 dates into a relationship, you are way past meeting the parents. Now, I'm not saying that person can't lie to you, but if they're lying a lot to you and you don't, that's because you're not asking the right questions and you're in love. Get to know somebody. 28 dates in, you got to feel if they're compassionate, if they're a little sneaky, if they got a good heart. Do they have kind of a relationship with their family? Again, people can lie and be creeps, and I'm not saying this is exactly what they are. Dude, 28 games in, this is not working.
But why rush a trade? Like, I've said it on this couch. They're going to have to trade Paul George
They have to.
if this continues. But right now, they're giving no indication publicly or in conversations that they're ready to move him and move on. But they have to be. I would just wait. Look, your analogy is a really good one, but, who knows the exact time for guys to mesh? I mean, it took Miami a while, not this long, but it took them a while. It took LeBron and Kyrie a little while. Not this long, but it took a little while. Give them a few more weeks. What's to hurt?
But it's going to happen. It's going to
8th.
happen.
It should happen. There's no, because look, even if it does work out, how far are you going?
Yeah, that's. And here's the other thing: when you're a general manager, you don't want to be embarrassed. Okay, if you hang on to this and they're 4 over 500 and bounced early, and George leaves, people are going to go, well, what the hell? They were under 500.
Yep.
GM, this is why I always say there are certain times that you have to draft certain people. You had to draft Andrew Luck because every scout was like, that's the best. You couldn't not draft. When LeBron came out in Melo, you had to draft LeBron number 1. He was on the cover.
Some people thought it was close. I thought it was LeBron, but it was close.
But another one, Ben Simmons. If you didn't, I didn't care. If you didn't draft him number 1, he's a 6'10" point. You could be mocked forever. I think if you don't trade Paul George and you get left with nothing.
Oh, yeah. No question. And Presti in the past has moved quickly. I mean,
yes.
I thought it was a huge mistake to get rid of James Harden when he did. He could have let Harden play out that year, see if they can win a championship, and then moved him if you wanted. If you didn't win it, keep him if you did. And so we'll see, does Presti play it cautious or does he go on a preemptive strike? I think he'll make a preemptive move and get rid of George. There's just no reason to keep him. I don't know how much you'll give her. This is the big question with the George thing because Cleveland will be right there. Would the Lakers say, you know what, he might stay in Cleveland at least a year? So why don't we go get him now?
See, I think that's
and give up the young kids. Or if you're the Lakers, is it worth doing that? Or is it worth saying, well, let him stay another year. Let's see what Ingram and Kuzma and Lonzo become.
No, because I think you know what they're going to become. I think
not superstars.
No.
Stars. Not
Brandon Ingram's going to be a 21.5 point a game guy. Kuzma's a 20-point guy. Lonzo's going to be what you thought. 12.5 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds. They're all going to be B pluses.
Okay, that's a great point.
So you know what they're going to be, and you know what Paul George is.
A B plus?
A minus.
A minus? Okay. A minus. He is an A minus. Here's the thing. As bright as that young core is for the Lakers, you need a superstar. There's only been one team since 1979 to win a title without a superstar, and that was Detroit in 2004. Is one of those guys going to become a superstar?
No.
Now, in New York, you have a superstar.
Oh, by the way,
Porzingis.
Let me end with this. Porzingis, best European potentially ever. Am I crazy?
No, because Dirk is the best. He shoots as well as Dirk, more athletic, which means he can be better defensively. He's already blocking more shots than Dirk ever did in his career.
Aggressive?
More aggressive, can go off the dribble better. Like, Dirk is phenomenal. But Porzingis potentially could definitely be better. No question.
I honestly, I've been hearing this for years. The next LeBron. Now, he's not going to be LeBron. But it wasn't Blake. It wasn't Anthony Davis. It's not Karl Anthony Towns. It's not Simmons, because Simmons can't shoot. If this kid can stay healthy, I'm telling you, Chris.
You think he's the next LeBron?
No, I don't think there is one. There is no. I mean,
but you like him better than all those guys?
I think he's it.
Wow.
I think he is it, man.
I
watch a lot of Knicks, man. He is.
He's got nasty. He wants the ball. He's the
all
big
the
stage.
Great ones.
Yep.
All the great ones at some point can overpower you. Michael could, Kobe could, Shaq could, Magic could, LeBron could, Durant at times, 6'11".
Oh, yeah.
He overpowers people. I'm telling you, this kid is nasty.
I still would take Giannis. You would take him over Giannis.
Giannis can't shoot.
But he can learn, and he hasn't yet. I mean, his three-point percentage is actually going down a little bit. But still, Giannis is – I would take Giannis. I would take Ben. I would take Embiid. And I would take Karl Anthony Towns.
Good having you in, bud.
That's it. End the conversation. Huh?
No, it's good. Very, very fruitful today. Hi, everybody, and thanks for watching. We want you to subscribe here, to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the herd, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.